stay. Getting younger every day. That's what I used to say. Getting younger. Okay, so that was a wash. Let's see if I get any viewers. I'm kind of glad I don't get a bunch of viewers, man. Because, with these Gnostic guys that are out there telling half the story about what the Gnostics are because they're not indoctrinated into it, they're really not telling a full picture of everything that's going on. And they're not even doing the logic of it, in that we have part of the monad, a good part of the monad, the pleroma, the one light most high, as part of our functional persona in the here and now. And we're here to integrate that into oneness with the flesh consciousness, so that there is some identity, right? There's what did I call it? Not separatedness, but it's a unique expression. So, and these guys seem to think, because the Gnostics said it 2,000 years ago, that it's true, that there's all these archons and all this stuff out there is there to attack and keep you subjected to a slave system of of reincarnation. And really, the only enslavement to reincarnation that you have is through the ignorance of failing to produce the marriage of the spirit and the flesh. Failure to realize that is a verifiable power in our spirit. And like I said, I did get a vision about the oneness of that spirit, and that it's like it's this really crazy oneness with. I mean, you could almost look at it like an invisible fractal, because there's an infinite number of potential life forces in that could be individuated. So, and that's why I think that kind of what I was picking up today is that our flesh consciousness is like a mirror of one part of that individuation. So your unique qualities as an individual are at the same time an expression of the monad in its infinite oneness in a single finite individuated form. And the only trap here for reincarnation is not merging your aspect of the monad with your flesh consciousness. So, oy vey. Well, I warned everybody I'd be live. I had technical complications, technical difficulties. The camera cut out after it was sitting there ready to go live for like almost 2 hours, and it just all of a sudden decided to cut out. So it is what it is. But anyway, I hope your progress is going good with the discipline of regaining authority, and that you're able to use it in real time. Like, that's kind of the thing with me is right now is you utilizing that in real time. And that's when somebody is like not being cool, or just being crap, and then you're just taking you're taking control of that. Let's see, I've got to delete that stream that screwed up. Delete forever. There's nothing on there but music. A little bit of talking at the beginning. Let's see, I should maybe do a short thing. We're trying it live again. We're trying to go live again. Me and my cats. We're trying to go live again. So let's see if the camera's still in. If the camera light's still on. I don't know what happened. There could be issues with the way that this camera hooks up. But anyway, so my progress is just getting to that point where, as a person that suffered from childhood abuse, I had some issues. I had damage. Like I was a town crier. Like I was the one that was always ratting my dad out. Get away from my camera, kitten. Get away from my camera. Get away from it. You're gonna make it go boo boo. Anyway, so I am live again. Got to put out another short. Anyway, so there's that damage, and then there's high reactivity to being messed with, which is pretty much marked my entire life. And through the process of taking control of the spiritual energies in the moment, learning to actually progress towards getting to doing that in the moment, like I did yesterday when this guy was seemingly just wanting to, like, hey, look, I found a flaw with this guy. Let's mob up on him. But doing the thank you, Satan, for showing me, or Demiurge for showing me the energies that are coming against me. I'll take the life force that is surrendered into them, thrown away to them, and their demons can go back where they want. And that's, some people say that I always hear people talk about transmuting those energetic spiritual attacks. And I wouldn't necessarily agree with that methodology because people are going to get what they're putting out no matter what. It's like, so I think it's a delusion that people think that they can actually transmute the energy and send stuff back. And then there's another delusion I heard today that if you just send these energies back, they're going to hit some unsuspecting bystander, which is like, no, that doesn't work like that. But those are some of the current mythos surrounding dealing with energetic spiritual attacks. And energetic spiritual attacks can be nothing more than somebody putting a lot of negative energy at you. Well, like I was getting yesterday, because this guy just decided to say, hey guys, I found a flaw with this guy. Let's all mob up on him. That's what it came off like. Whether or not it was intended like that, that's exactly the way it came off. And I just responded, this is disturbed and sick. Because you're like wanting to wave your hand over something that is a common function in the process of getting the job done when you have a preferred way that works in a context that we all use. We use that preferred way when it can be utilized in that context. And in this context, you're not able to make a report based on the customer because they're cash customer and you can't make a report the same way that you can with an account customer. So that was interesting to see, him just kind of just indulge himself in that kind of rhetoric, and then come back after he had flagged everybody to make notice of my thing that everyone is doing. I catch other stores doing it too. And it it couldn't have been taken as anything other than somebody trying to get everybody to mob up on one guy. It's the only way it could be taken, and it could only be taken as intentional. So that was a good opportunity for me to say thank you, Satan, because I'm so sensitive with energy. I thank you, Demiurge, for showing me the negative energy coming at me. I'll take the life force energy that they've thrown away, and the spirits can go back where they came from because they're going to anyway. There is no transmuting it so that they will be better. That is a common misconception, all too common misconception. You want people to do better. You want people to find light within, to merge the soul and the spirit. Uh, but most people are not going to do that, and that is a fact. That's been the fact for probably millions of years, if not billions of years. So it's taken a lot of this gang stalking, a lot of this targeting, and the guy from yesterday, he was a large part of the gang stalking for a minute, for a good while. But the president's word came in me back then, said stand. And so I stood, and I just withstood it all, and it turned me from a person that would normally freak out about that kind of stuff to somebody who can sit there and observe it, and then let this stuff come back to the person it's coming from. And in some cases, it wound up with some family members dying. In some cases, it wound up with people almost dying that were involved in it. And so, it's really an unfortunate thing that people will go against each other. Um, but it's progress, and hopefully, everyone else is making the same quality of progress, that are following the instructions, of the discipline that I'm following every day. And sometimes I just feel like I really suck at everything. But what I do is I keep my head down and keep it focused on being one with the monad, the one light most high, the source of all creation. And so I just focus on that being my center. And so no matter how many steps back I take always taking steps forward to some degree. And this time is probably after this was probably the one of the coolest headed responses I've ever had to that type of attack from somebody. And it was an attack. It couldn't have been taken as anything else. You don't do those kinds of things, especially when the motto about the place is like, let's help everybody succeed, which is the type of personality that I am. And so, I'm not I'm not the personality type like, well, let's go tear this guy down. I mean, that takes a lot of effort, a lot of negativity, which has been kind of hitting me in the mornings a lot. A lot is that projection of negative energy. So that's been a lot to go through, and it's, even through the day, even before that happened, there's a lot of negative energy coming at me. It's like, I didn't want to be my flesh self wanted to bail on being chosen and anointed because I didn't see the value in receiving these downloads and these messages. I didn't see it making traction in any way, shape, or form. So, as a matter of fact, when this all came online 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago now, I was like, why? This is pointless. They like their distractions. They've got all their flesh consciousness programming distractions, and they'd rather have that far and above realizing the light within, or the truth about the light within. So, you know, I mean, what do you say? But I do remember that that's exactly why I came down here. But if I had wanted to bail on that, it would have meant death, which for the first 3 years I was like, okay, I'll go for that. Anyway, so that's kind of where my progress is. Probably no better than anybody else's in realizing the Gnostic truth of things, and then being able to merge the light and the soul. Um, so a lot of that comes from declarations, making declarations about I am. Um, I am one. I am whole with the monad, with the one light most high, with the source of all creation, and then just trying to stay on that track, regardless of the distractions of the world. And a lot of it's keeping your head down while you're handing yourself your ass. So that happens a lot because the animal mind, being so far from childhood when you knew nothing, knows way too many knows of way too many distractions. Guys, knows of way too many distractions with which to get pulled away from being at the one light most high. But it's like I said, once you recognize that and you go within, it's the visions that I've had about this. It recognizes you and it wants to keep a constant vibe going no matter what. And you have to be enormously distracted or enormously driven to break away from that, which would take an effort I'm not willing to produce. It seems like it might be a very vicious thing to accomplish in a person's life. So anyway, uh, haven't had that many visitors. Number number 3 or 4 checking in and checking out. But if you want to find out where Morg was going wrong, um, and where the others are going wrong, I get real visions about this stuff. And these guys are not on target 100%. I think Morg more so than Daniel, because at least Daniel's saying, hey, I practiced this and it produced this, even though I've been doing a lot of things he's talking about for years. So it's a good dialogue. It's also crap because it's not giving you the full picture. Let's see. I was looking at how to get this on pause. I don't have access to these features. Oh, well, I'll just play this music and just do that. Blowing, flowing on my way. My skin is smooth, my eyes are bright. I am the fountain of my own life. Getting younger every day. That's what I choose to say. I don't count
the years, I count the blessings in my life. I don't believe in miracles, I believe in living right. I speak to myself kindly, I speak to myself true. And every word I say to me creates a whole new you. I got that ageless energy, I got the timeless glow. I walk into every room and I let my beauty show. My body hears my words and it responds with grace. Getting younger every day, there's no stopping this pace. I speak life into every part of me. My mind, my skin, my energy align. The younger version I choose to be is created by the words inside my mind. I am timeless, I am radiant, getting better every day. Youth is mine and here to stay. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. Getting younger every day, glowing, flowing on my way. My skin is smooth, my eyes are bright. I am the fountain of my own life. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. I don't count the years, I count the blessings in my life. I don't believe in miracles, I believe in living right. I speak to myself kindly, I speak to myself true. And every word I say to me creates a whole new you. I got that ageless energy, I got the timeless glow. I walk into every room and I let my beauty show. My body hears my words and it responds with grace. Getting younger every day, there's no stopping this pace. I speak life into every part of me. My mind, my skin, my energy align. The younger version I choose to be is created by the words inside my mind. I am timeless, I am radiant, getting better every day. Youth is mine and here to stay. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. Getting younger every day, glowing, flowing on my way. My skin is smooth, my eyes are bright. I am the fountain of my own life. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. I don't count the years, I count the blessings in my life. I don't believe in miracles, I believe in living right. I speak to myself kindly, I speak to myself true. And every word I say to me creates a whole new you. I got that ageless energy, I got the timeless glow. I walk into every room and I let my beauty show. My body hears my words and it responds with grace. Getting younger every day, there's no stopping this pace. I speak life into every part of me. My mind, my skin, my energy align. The younger version I choose to be is created by the words inside my mind. I am timeless, I am radiant, getting better every day. Youth is mine and here to stay. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. Getting younger every day, glowing, flowing on my way. My skin is smooth, my eyes are bright. I am the fountain of my own life. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. I don't count the years, I count the blessings in my life. I don't believe in miracles, I believe in living right. I speak to myself kindly, I speak to myself true. And every word I say to me creates a whole new you. I got that ageless energy, I got the timeless glow. I walk into every room and I let my beauty show. My body hears my words and it responds with grace. Getting younger every day, there's no stopping this pace. I speak life into every part of me. My mind, my skin, my energy align. The younger version I choose to be is created by the words inside my mind. I am timeless, I am radiant, getting better every day. Youth is mine and here to stay. Getting younger every day, that's what I choose to say. Getting younger every day, glowing, flowing on my way. My skin is smooth, my eyes. Woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, smiled at myself, the vision got clear. I like who I see, I like who I am. Comfortable in my skin, that's the plan. I'm choosing joy, I'm choosing light. Everything feels good, everything feels right. Today's a blessing, I can feel it in my soul. I'm not waiting for perfect, I'm already whole. I decide how this day's gonna be. Good energy starts with me. I'm not chasing happiness, I create it here. Today I choose good, crystal clear. Today I choose good, I choose good. Feeling blessed in my skin like I should. Today I choose peace, I choose peace. Good vibes only, negativity release. Today I choose love, I choose love. Grateful for the simple things I'm thinking of. Today I choose me, I choose me. This is my day, living good and free. Woke up this morning, looked in the mirror, smiled at myself. The vision got clearer. I like who I see, I like who I am. Comfortable in my skin, that's the plan. I'm choosing joy.
So the music is from Millionaire Muses on Facebook, and it's just positive affirmation stuff. It's stuff that's really needed in the world. It's not exactly perfect lyrically, but yeah, I think it helps to like rewire yourself from the matrix mind, to have stuff like that available, even if it's not like your idea of the perfect lyric.
Joy, I'm choosing light. Everything feels good, everything feels right. Today's a blessing, I can feel it in my soul. I'm not waiting for perfect, I'm already whole. I decide how this day's gonna be. Good energy starts with me. I'm not chasing happiness, I create it here. Today I choose good, crystal clear. Today I choose good, I choose good. Feeling blessed in my skin like I should. Today I choose peace, I choose peace. Good vibes, only negativity release. Today I choose love, I choose love. Grateful for the simple things I'm thinking of. I wake up grateful for this day. I choose my thoughts, I choose my way. Before I move, before I speak, I set my energy for the week. I listen to my morning songs, millionaire muses all day long. I fill my mind with wealth and peace. I watch my blessings start to increase. Good morning to my dreams coming true. Good morning to the abundant new. I start my day with magic vibes. This is how a queen survives. I don't check my phone, I check my soul. I don't scroll, I take control. I speak to myself with love and grace. Morning magic sets the pace. Morning magic, that's my routine. Starting my day like a queen. Grateful heart, abundant mind. Good things coming on my line. Magic, I create. Manifesting my own fate. Today is mine, I claim it now. I woke up this morning, look, I am healthy, strong, and full of light. My body heals itself day and night. Every cell vibrates with pure energy. Vitality flows endlessly through me. I fill my mind with positive thoughts so bright. I have the power to create a life that's right. Grateful for my strength, my heart beats true. I'm worthy of witness in all that I do. Joy is my nature, abundance my right. Prosperity calls me into the light. Wisdom guides me, health is my core. I'm open to blessings forevermore. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am free. I am healthy, strong, and full of.
So that's kind of a thing too that's been across my mind lately is healing with the power of intent, and not just healing like illness or something like that, healing, but having the diligence and the discipline to keep in mind that you are one with the monad, you are one with the one light most high, and making those declarations and sticking to that no matter what, no matter what your background was. Mine was fairly traumatic, but having your mind dead set on on the thing that you are eternally, and that is perfectly healed, vastly intelligent, um, abundant, infinitely abundant. Um, when it comes to the wealth that came to me as a promise, when I was a kid, when I was like 11, 12 years old, playing in the dirt, Um, it's like, I declare, monad, that everything that's in the way steps out of the way of this abundance that I am. And it was minutes later when I had a vision of things just stepping out of the way, principalities stepping out of the way, because it all works for you. I mean, this is what these guys that are reading. Are you fucking kidding me? That's what these guys that are reading the Gnostic text don't understand. Is they don't understand that it doesn't matter what the principality is. It's all working for you. And like I said in one of the last videos, the principality of darkness has to appeal to God to perform a function. And so it's got to appeal to you to perform a function of distracting your mind into XYZ, whatever it is. And so that's where the discipline of regaining your authority comes into play. Is that no, I'll take the life force that you're coming at me with, but you can take those spirits back. And it's kind of important to take the life force they're coming at you with, because they're coming at you with whatever urges. Like if you want to be angry, or if you want to be sad, or if you want to be, this is real life force energy coming at you. And so you just kind of have to say, no, you can't do that. And take these spirits back where they're coming from. So let's see, I've been in here 31 minutes, and I've had maybe 2 people try to clock in or check in, which is fine, because I really am not concerned with a following whatsoever. I did have a vision a year ago, 2 years ago, that my following would rapidly and vastly increase at some point. And so I've cut back a lot from posting on other sites and that, but I was kind of hoping at least somebody would have showed up and started talking about some of the concepts that a lot of people are out there pushing, and they're pushing the wrong concepts. If you're one with the monad, if you're one with the one light most high, where's your jailer called the archons? They can only exist in the mind. Okay, if you allow them to exist in the mind. If you allow them to exist in the mind, then they've appealed to your senses for that place in your mind that keeps you under their control. And that's not freedom. That's not free will. I mean, it is free will up until the point where they're in control, and you're like stuck in that reincarnation cycle. So it's only self-control up to a point. So yeah, but if we're one with the pleroma, we're one with the one light most high, we're one with the monad. There's nothing above that. There's not one thing above that. So everything has to appeal to that individuated aspect of the pleroma and the monad that we are, to be able to have any access or have any steering. And otherwise, if it fails that, if you become wise to it, then it cannot appeal to it whatsoever. So, and it's because, like in the chosen, in the case of the chosen and anointed, where the world is just a gauntlet to you. It's just hazing. It's hazing from beginning to end. It starts when you're in the crib, like it did with me, and it just goes on and on until you're like, okay, I'm done. This entire thing is not good enough for me, because I'm dealing with unevolved mentalities. And okay, so I don't have to be a raging dick to unevolved mentalities, but I do have to notice them for what they are and keep them at a distance, and not invite them into my inner circle. So no one gets in my inner circle that doesn't have the traits of somebody evolving into the marriage of the one light most high that's manifesting their body and the soul flesh consciousness that it is filling the form of. So all right, we're looking at 35 minutes. I've had like what, two attempts to come in, maybe four. No trolls, so it's kind of surprised. 3 attempts at views. Um, Sorry, I don't look as polished as the people who think that. That's another topic I want to talk about today, though. It's a very important topic. Is that you got all these guys thinking they know everything, they have a complete knowledge out there, and they're not existing solely from reliance on the pleroma, the monad within them, the oneness, and they're just reading. Daniel's testing a few things, and they're not deriving the entire experience from complete reliance on that spirit within. And you can't take what the Gnostics or the Christian books say with anything but a grain of salt, because they were written from a subordinate standpoint. And I think with the Gnostic text, it was done so intentionally, because you're not going to get to the point of marriage with the one light most high with the soul if you believe in that rhetoric. Because when you throw all that out and you're just completely reliant on the one light most high within, you bypass all that information and you arrive where the Hindus were, saying that demons are just antagonists of the gods. So, and yeah, I put it in different ways that they want to see how much poo you want on your shelf as opposed to how much I am one with the monad you want on your shelf. I mean, when you put I am one with the monad, the one light most high, the pleroma on your shelf, and you keep doing that repeatedly, it has to be a discipline. When you keep doing that repeatedly, you bypass all the former information of people that were not initiates. They were students, but they were not initiated into the marriage ceremony. And that's the point of view where you actually start merging the one light most high within and the soul, the flesh consciousness. That's when you start to bypass that information. And it doesn't make you any higher than anybody else. It doesn't make you any better than anybody else. It doesn't make you any more perfected than anybody else. It might make you more reserved, and resigned to allow other people to express themselves in very, animalistic ways. But and then just, if you have to say something, keep it short and simple and to the point. But you're not engaging in the warfare that maybe somebody might be trying to cause you emotionally by taking an adverse action against you or an adverse word against you. But it doesn't mean that your flesh consciousness will not have its emotional response. Your animal consciousness is gonna have response so that you can recognize it and say, no, let's do something better than that. And that's where your maintaining your authority. Thank you for showing me all these negative energies coming against me. I'll take the life force that is thrown away to them because it's not going anywhere else. It's not definitely not going back to the people that sent it at you. It's lost in the void. And to be honest, the void does not have a design to keep it. So, and honestly, that might be the transmutation that people are talking about. Because if you take the life force energy out of the projections against you, and then you send the demons back, they have to harvest more energy from them people. Which, I mean, is one of two things. It either makes them far, far worse as people because it's driving them deeper into the demon that they're feeding, or it's taking the life force out of them to the point where they don't want to put the life force into it anymore. It gets too tedious, too time consuming, too energetically draining. So anyway, I was kind of hoping at least Larry O'Neill would have popped in and give me a heads up on it. Checking to see what condition his condition was in. Maybe a few other people that have commented kindly on the videos. Would have been entertaining to have a couple trolls in here being trolly, surrendering their life force to the demons that they're sending at me. But it is what it is. So I'm at 40 minutes. I think we can call it good.